Today we're gonna make a cocktail, and right before the show starts, one of our fans shows up.
What up?
And we build it! Stay tuned to see how the chaos goes and why I have all these books on the table.
Yeah!
Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Shore. I've got with me Ian Anderson. In from just literally walks in the door. And so now.
From the door. What's up, you guys?
Right, direct from France.
Yeah,
or
not really,
Canada.
not really. Canada.
It's the.
A couple years ago.
It's the
France via Canada.
It's the.
Because you went home for the holidays.
North
I went
American
for
holidays.
holidays for a whole month, yeah.
That's a long time.
And
I remember college.
You get to go home.
Month-long breaks.
I think it's nice for a whole month, and then you go back to the swing of things, and
then and you're
and
back.
just by the time you get into the swing of things, you get to go away for a whole summer. It's great.
That's a good time. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make a cocktail I found on the internet. Here's why. I'll talk about this here.
Right.
The recipe's called The War of the Roses. The producer for this episode is Philip Parker. Yeah, you're gonna need to duck down for a second. So now we got.
You can just step over. I got
step
duck
over.
You might not even be there. So
Yeah.
this is a recipe I found on the internet.
I hope it's good because my legs are starting to
You
hurt.
can get up there. You can come back in. This recipe I got, it's from Mike Ryan. It was created by Mike Ryan, head bartender at the Sable Kitchen Bar, Chicago.
Nice.
So I found this on the internet.
Nice.
Cool.
I was looking for trendy cocktails.
We should say what the recipe is before we go too
Go ahead.
far. It's an ounce and a half of Pimm's number 1, 3/4 ounce of gin. We're using Hendrick's. 3/4 ounce of St. Germain Elderflower Liqueur.
Bartender's ketchup.
Awesome.
It is awesome. Bartender's ketchup, as we were just talking about. 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. We got some demerara. A couple dashes of peychaud bitters. A couple mint sprigs and a mint leaf to garnish. You're gonna put everything but the mint leaves in. Shake it up really good. Add the mint leaves. Shake it a little more gentle. Get the mint to express, and then pour it into the Nick and Nora.
Did you get a double strainer for this?
Do we get to do some slapping as well?
Yes, you can definitely.
Ooh.
What are we doing?
Do some slapping.
You're shaking. I'll slap. We'll distribute the effort a little bit.
Yeah,
So I can-
sounds good, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's
Go
gonna
ahead.
shake and you're gonna
Drink.
slap.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard.
I know. This is awkward for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start off with one half.
$2 for the guy in the middle. That's Antonio. He's using the chat room.
I'll help out.
Yeah,
Hey,
you guys.
somebody
You guys.
didn't listen to you, Ian.
What?
What?
He's using the wrong side.
Oh shit! My bad.
Yeah, that's the 3/4 side.
I'm glad you
That's
paid
the only thing I
attention.
know.
So
I'm gonna
hang on,
help
this
you
is
out with the
3/4 of an ounce.
It is definitely 3/4 of an ounce in that shaker, yes.
All the way to top.
This is pretty
For the
weird.
guy in the middle.
Yeah.
It's Christian.
Yes. So he literally walks to the door and boom, I'm like,
Guys,
hey,
made here.
come
I was
on in.
supposed to come in a lot earlier as well, but you know,
Didn't have
Traffic.
shit happens.
Yeah, there's some traffic around here. Oh, you look to see how easy you
I
get
just
that
kept.
off?
Yeah,
That's
because of
this
the.
guy. No, I actually washed it.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
you watched it.
You watched it?
Because
nothing you can tell.
if you watch the blooper reel that Derek just put out, we had some difficulty with
I
that.
just watched it
at
this
some point.
morning. That was hilarious. I woke up to this episode. It was awesome.
Did you hear the sexy music I put in when we were doing
Yeah.
the
The
little ring?
yeah, we got to work on that. I
What
think
do
we
we
have
need to
to
work
engage
on?
upper arms.
Oh, you mean to make that look more gay?
Well, more natural. There's nothing wrong with gay, just natural.
Well, yeah, but there's something wrong with
Okay.
gay when I'm not.
Oh no, it's good.
Yeah, no, it's
Don't
okay.
worry, we can always make two.
I was gonna see you have a new bottle of.
No, that's an old bottle that I just keep refilling with that big
He
ass
was
bottle.
Oh shit.
It's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Alcohol cleans
This
things.
is common with cocktails. Anything can happen. Like
Yeah,
literally, you
that's
walk
what I
off
heard.
the street 5 minutes ago. He was in the
You
car.
want to give me lime
1/4 ounce
juice?
of that. I did the
Now
lime
he's
juice
making
already,
cocktails.
Oh,
So
what is it?
it's in there.
Oh, it's in there already.
It's
Okay.
like
Did you
Prego.
already do? Yeah.
Yeah, I did all
I'll give you
these.
some ice here.
I know you didn't use that because there's almost none in there. So it'd be interesting to see if there's enough to
So
actually get.
estimate a quarter.
A quarter? You need a quarter?
Yeah.
Okay, well that would be what's that? Like a quarter of a.
Oh, it's called as a quarter.
Quarter of a quarter? I don't think it's going to matter too much. I believe that Mike Ryan is not going to see it.
So I've seen this product before.
I trust you.
Eli
Harrison.
What
Mason?
is this? Oh,
That's
Demerara
Eli
syrup.
Mason. It's different, yeah, it's just
So
a
it's basically-
standard Demerara syrup.
So it's basically Demerara sugar.
with
Available
water.
at Awesome Drinks.
Okay.
Yep, you can get that at Awesome Drinks, of course.
Thanks for
Along with the
mentioning
peychaud
that.
bitters, he's about to put in a
Bitters.
couple dashes.
Yep. So my inspiration to doing this is I was just trying to figure out how can I get more
What did
viewers.
mint spray?
Not yet. Shake it up and then
Shake
we'll
it.
add the
Shake it up.
You
All
got
right.
ice in there?
We'll do a gentle
Is there ice in there?
shaking.
Oh, good night.
Two
Hiding,
shakes?
hiding in there.
We have coordinated. It's coordinated attack.
Shake it up.
Do it! Big ice cubes in there. There's your mint. Mint next. Throw the mint in there. Shake it for a couple seconds. Wow.
Gentle shake.
Now pour it back in. Do it again. Not as hard.
Not as hard?
Not as
That
hard.
was hard, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just
Wow.
a little bit.
It's like a slumbo.
You gotta
What was
treat
it- what was
you gotta treat your mint like a woman.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the way you used to.
You don't shake them hard.
There was one episode where you said you got to shake like your what is it? Your jerking off or something like that. Yeah.
Well, for the Ramos Gin
Yeah,
Fizz.
you were like,
Oh, yeah.
They both end up treating.
there's some water in here. You can pour that out while we're waiting. So my goal was to try and find a trendy cocktail, and my real goal was trying to figure out how to get more subscribers to organically find the show. So then I thought maybe if I get some trendy cocktails. So I searched for trendy cocktails, and I realized that nobody's ever going to look for these cocktails. They're just trendy. But I liked it. It looked really good.
Tiki. That's fine. We can have a.
Give it a wish line.
We don't need it.
You want to take a photo,
We need a
Jennifer?
meniscus on our watch line.
Meniscus, I know what that is.
Photo, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't snap at her. She doesn't like that. Hey, I learned the hard way.
I need a photo.
She's gonna kick you in
There
the
you go.
dick.
I think it's trendy because it's got Saint Germain and Pimm's in there.
You want
Good.
This is awesome.
the gin as well?
Sure, just don't get too cluttered because then the camera will get all pissed
Jen
off.
is confused.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it's all the Jen.
All right, we can drink it now. So
Alright.
this is trendy, Pimm's.
Yeah.
It's very trendy. Yeah.
The other thing that's trendy is a Pimm's cup. We've done that before once.
We've done that before.
We need to do
as
it
far
now.
as I can remember, like, I don't remember
a long
you guys using like Pimm's Cup as much.
We loved them in New Orleans.
No, the problem I think is why I didn't necessarily maybe like it as much is because my taste hadn't matured enough.
Yeah, I thought it was good too.
I've had them. Yeah, we have them in New Orleans, but it also is a set of mood. When you're in New Orleans, you're at the Carousel Bar and you drink with the buddies, and it's like, oh, we're gonna obviously order Pimm's cups.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
obviously,
They
that's
do
what
a
it looks
lot.
like.
It almost looks like tiki. Or
It does.
Iced tiki.
It does. Doesn't have any
Iced tea tiki.
iced tiki. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
right.
a stutter. Iced tea tiki.
Iced tiki.
There's also a
Oh.
Pimm's berry and elderflower liqueur.
It's got a lot of
Alcohol?
a little bitterness to it.
There's a good amount
No,
of
it is. Oh,
ethanol like
I like the Pimm's.
coming out.
I don't know
of
if
there.
it's ethanol.
I don't know. It tastes to me like that. Like there's a
Yeah,
It's like a dry bitterness.
no.
on the
You know
back.
what? I
A
think
little
it's
bit
That's the
in the
Pimm's.
back,
Nah,
yeah.
I think it's just the gin that I'm confusing.
The gin? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I get a lot of Pimm's as well.
Which makes sense because there's a lot of Pimm's in there.
Is there?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's
Thanks for
no.
bringing that
Yeah,
back
it's
around.
dry. It's got like a dry.
I think that's the Pimm's. It's got that
Pimm's
dry.
got that dry. That's
Yeah,
what,
yeah, yeah.
Suck it out of the bottle right
Suck
now.
it up. Suck it down.
It'll be good for your back.
What was that? Put it down your hole.
I'm gonna put this in my hole.
Put it in your hole. The top one. No need to get drunk
Yeah, I
the
guess
other way.
Whoa.
that's a
Right?
little.
Yeah, it
It's
has a
fruity,
gin.
but it has a bitterness to
It's
it.
kind of got like a gin base. And
Yeah,
then
because
all the
it's
fruitiness.
herb based as well.
Yeah, I think it
pretty
is
sure it has
supposed to be like a.
herbs
Is
as
it
well.
supposed to be like an herby gin, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So it's got the dry gin flavor, but it has a lot of the herbs.
It's like a slow gin, only it's an herb gin.
Yeah. I see this.
Like
that's
a
pretty
real slow
close
gin
here.
tends to have a
Slow
little
gin.
more dry to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so it's
sure we'll
dry.
see more, yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead, top off some more.
What are you doing?
Just so Jen, we can make sure Jen has some.
That's-
Because with three of us, who knows?
You're always worrying about me.
And then you also bring in the mint too, which is
You're always on my mind.
well, let's.
I went all the way.
The reference is the point,
I don't think I can make. I can't.
I guess.
I don't think I can forget that.
You can forget it.
No,
No.
this is.
That is for somebody who's.
But you can't forget about the bushes of love.
You're fucking bushes of love.
Nice balanced cocktail.
It's
I thought it was
balanced. It does have some dry, like less sugar than you'd expect warm.
Yeah.
With this drink.
Yeah.
It's got like a lot of.
It's got a little
Not
bit of
super
sweetness
sweet.
from the elderflower liqueur.
Yep.
The Pimm's as well.
I was thinking about balance the other day. I know we did the balanced cocktail thing. We basically talked about the sweet and the
Right.
bitter and the alcohol and the weak. There's like
But then you have.
a bunch of different pull because you have bitter and salt, right?
Right.
The
Exactly.
salt sucks out. Then you have the sweet and the sour, and then you have the strong and the weak.
You don't
And
always have the salt in there.
You don't always have the salt, but if you
Yeah.
have bitter, you can balance that with salt.
But
You
the
can
bitter
balance-
also
yeah.
accents alcohol.
Yeah, so,
So-
it's not like a one-to-one seesaw
No.
balancing act. It's
It's like a
it's
four.
a multi-point balancing act.
Yeah,
so.
it's like if you all had to sit on a circular
Seesaw.
and
It's like in
everybody had an
National
equal
Treasure Part 2, The Book of Secrets, when they're under the tunnel. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, so they're on like this pendulum, and it's like this board is sitting on a point. They got to move at the same time so they don't tip it.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
weight.
Somebody does.
That's
Somebody knows.
normal. Nobody really knows.
No, it's normal for you not to know.
Yeah,
But
but
then if you add
I think it's normal for
cream,
more.
That's a whole nother dimension.
Whole other
Right.
balance.
Then you add
Does
cream,
Jen know?
and
necessarily
the
need.
the fat kind of mutes a lot of the
Yeah,
flavor
it's
down.
a lot.
What's that?
I don't think she does. I don't think she said it.
Nah.
What?
What?
National Treasure Book of Secrets.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Almost reminds me of one of those like fake bottled juices.
Yeah. That
A little
fermented.
bit.
It's like a bottled juice.
Nah,
It's like a Capri Sun that's been sitting for years.
Yeah.
Is that what Doc said?
No, he
Capri
said
Sun. Capri Sun.
Capri Sun.
Capricin.
Capricin.
Like it was one word.
It's like a capricin. What?
Capricin.
Is that how you say it in Louisiana? Capricin? Because here we call it Capri Sun.
What?
What? No, he doesn't know that. So yeah, I
Anyways.
think this is kind of that modern classic style thing. It's got the balance. It's a little bit dry. It's got a little bit of mint. No, it's not overdone. It's not a mojito.
And it's classic because
No,
the
for
balance is a little bit off sweet.
Yep. And it
Like
has
the pre-prohibitions that were more strong.
very few
Yeah, yeah,
cocktails that I found that use Pimm. I haven't really looked.
Other than a Pimm's Cup.
Right. Pimm's Cup. Everybody's like, oh, you use Pimm for a Pimm's
This is
Cup.
used as a core ingredient as well. This is
Yes.
a core ingredient,
Yeah.
which is something I've never seen.
And so it's like, but it's Pimm's Cup. That's like if you had a gin and all you could do is a gin and tonic. It would get boring for some people. Some people still drink gin and tonic
Yeah.
constantly.
I like a gin and tonic,
But-
Yeah, like me.
But the thing is, we all understand that you can make other things with gin, like Vespers and Gibsons and martinis,
Aviations
and
and-
aviations, all those things. But with Pimm's, I can't tell you,
I know,
besides this,
I know.
what else I could do with Pimm's. So somebody said, make me a cocktail with Pimm's. I'd be like, well, you want Pimm's Cup? Because I don't have strawberries and all the other fruit that goes in there. What am I going to do?
Or just top it off with ginger ale or one
Yeah,
of those things.
just boom, done. And like, oh, what'd you invent? This is just it's a special classic. It's just gin and, Pimm's and tonic.
It's the PDC.
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 Public
Derek
display,
Cup,
whatever that
display
says.
of...
Whatever that means.
See?
Is this a DPC? Derek's Pimm's Cup?
Yeah. You want to see my Pimm's Cup?
No.
That's it. So,
Question of the day.
question...
You put your books there.
Oh,
don't
shit!
forget.
These are all here
We also
for a
wrote
reason.
something. I don't think we talked about the mint. I don't get any mint in there.
I get mint.
At
I
all.
get mint.
I
Really?
know, but
Yeah.
Not much. Question of the day. First, what recipe... What was I in remember why I bought
Alright.
these
What
books?
got you into cocktails?
What got
Maybe
you
after
into cocktails?
It's
Like,
not
what
as
was
potent,
it?
So it kind of like, yeah.
Was there a specific book, and I'm pimping this like it's anything good. This is probably just a piece of junk.
You don't got me any cocktails coming on the show.
Like this, there's tons of recipes. What I was saying in the chat, for those that weren't in our new high definition live stream, is this is one of the books that got me into cocktails. And what got me into it was that when I opened it up, I couldn't make any freaking recipes in here. I just opened it like this, and then, oh, there's a Gibson. Huh, that's what you said.
Well, look at that. No,
Debonair cocktail, single malt Scotch, Canton, ginger liqueur. I wouldn't have had that before I started the show. Bourbon old fashioned. I didn't have bourbon, but that would scare me. What about a Campari special? No, I don't even think I want
Sounds
that
good to me.
now.
What's in that?
Irish buck, Irish whiskey. That one you could probably do. Ginger Irish whiskey.
Yeah, that's not too
but I wouldn't have had Irish whiskey either. So,
Yeah.
what got you into making cocktails? Because I started with a book like this, which is just a William Sonoma book. Somewhere I got a field guide to cocktails, and this is no better. I think the recipe I used in here was my first red Mai Tai. I think I got out of
Red
it.
Mai Tai, is that a thing?
The first I
Yeah,
thought
because
so.
it would be the right ingredient.
They just added
I know what that-
grenadine.
Yeah, grenadine.
But I've seen Campari used too. That's disgusting.
oh
But
yeah, you had this in
that kind of got me into it. And then you go to Dr. Cocktails. You go to the Craft Cocktail with Dale DeGroff. You go to Jeff Beach for the berry books. All have tiki.
Tiki tea.
But these are like your ultimate source guides. Like if you want to know about tiki, he puts the history. This is like a history book and cocktails in one.
That's if you already know what you're wanting to get into, though.
Right. This
think so, yeah.
this
That's not
was
your
like my
intro.
gateway drug. This is like my marijuana. And then this was like my cocaine.
Hey, cocaine.
And
Way to
this
put
is this is like my heroin.
The heroin.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
See-
whatever
see
you
what I
say.
did there? I don't know what I
And,
said.
and Warren's new book is like our weed.
Yeah, the one's good it is.
Oh yeah, I have to get that
So,
book too.
When
Cannabis and cocktails.
got you into it, and are there any specific recipe books that are your like go-to recipe books? For me, The Craft of the Cocktail by DeGroff is one. Unless it's tiki, then it's one of my 5 beach bum books that I have. And then these other ones, they're just here. You know what?
The references.
I use these to cross-reference other recipes, like when we're looking
That's
for
a great
books.
book. That's a great
This one,
book.
yeah, and I have, there's probably some more in there, but we go through and look, if I want to make a recipe, I look at how all, 3 or 4 different sources did it and figure out if they're all the same, because then it must be legit. If they're all different, I try and come up with
The great thing is, if they're all different, you get a feel for how the author views cocktails in
Right.
general. So if it's a Dale DeGroff cocktail and it's a little bit more heavy, or is it Dale DeGroff goes heavy?
There was one I remember we were
There's
looking
one-
at that had
one book.
It was
where
all heavy poured.
It was a lot more spirit heavy. So this guy likes his pre-prohibition style cocktails because they're stronger.
Right.
And then you go to the tiki and maybe it's a little sweeter version, and
So we would have to kind of curate it and figure out which way we wanted to go. Because at some point you have to make a decision. Do you just pick one, Or do you build it yourself and go, no, I think this is the way to
Or
go?
do you try to find a
Yeah.
historic cocktail like a Ramos Gin Fizz, and you
Right.
you dig down into the archives?
Yeah,
and
it
you
really
find the
depends on how
confectioner
you go
sugar
into it.
version.
What's your thought process?
Right.
for
Or
this?
I use the science and go, oh, that's funny. This is a 2-on-1. This guy didn't put a 2-on-1. Or maybe if I brought these two together, you have like a balanced cocktail already. Then I'll just build that one.
You know what another good book was? The one that Jennifer read.
The rum.
Liquid Intelligence?
No. The rum history of rum.
History of rum. What was the history of rum book?
Bottle of rum.
A
Bottle of Rum. That was an amazing.
I haven't
book.
read that yet.
That's one of the first books I think I've read.
Have you read it? You haven't read
No,
that.
definitely
Like
company. That's a
cocktail.
big one.
Yeah.
So there's so many out
PDT has an app that has a bunch of recipes in it.
So there's a lot of great books out there. That's for sure.
You should go find some great books.
And you should go to awesomeDrinks.com and get these Nick and Nora glasses because they're really, really cool.
And
Yeah,
you know
one
what
of
else
our
you can
better
get at
sellers.
awesomedrinks.com?
I don't know.
syrups.
Your syrup.
An Eli Mason syrup. That's their best selling syrup for me.
That's
Is the
super good.
Demerara.
We use it quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was selling.
Smells
before
like
we used it.
Christmas or gingerbread.
Yeah, I like gingerbreads.
Yeah.
I like to eat the head first. All right, we're done.
you know.
Demonic.
We're teaching you how to drink.
So this is basically whiskey. Or, this is basically bourbon in a coupe with some,
It's basically whiskey.
yeah, with some
Basil.
It's like yes, it's basil
Benedictine
hidden
twist.
and
In honor.